Today's internet rumor is that Hillary Clinton died Sunday in New York City and has been replaced by a body double. We discussed the body double story on Monday's edition of True News. Today, we will tackle the Hillary is dead internet rumor. The rumor started Sunday after WABC TV's weekend anchorman, Joe Torres, opened the 6 p.m. newscast by mistakenly saying Mrs. Clinton was dead. He meant to say the word health. Instead, he said death. True News obtained an authentic copy of the actual television newscast. What I'm going to play for you is the audio from the ABC television newscast. This is what people heard in New York City Sunday night.
And I'm Joe Torres. We begin with the breaking news about Hillary Clinton's death. Hillary Clinton's doctor has just revealed the presidential candidate has been diagnosed with pneumonia.
Now, there you go. You heard the actual newscast. He said, breaking news, we're going to talk about Hillary Clinton's death. He meant to say health. Doc Burkhart, Edward Zoll, and Fiora Hernandez are here to discuss this story and many others on tonight's edition of True News. Edward, you've been following this story all day. Tell us first, how did this rumor get started on the internet, and how fast did it spread?
Well, there were two reports, one by InfoWars reporter Owen Schroyer and Dabu77, so he's the YouTube broadcaster. They caught a couple rumors on Twitter that a broadcast had been cut mid-air. After doing some research, we found that WABC TV out of New York, at their 6 p.m. broadcast, not 11 p.m., as InfoWars and Dabu77 reported, but we had found that this was simply Joe Torres making a mistake off a teleprompter.
When you say that the other news sites were reporting that the WABC newscast had been cut, what were they implying?
They're implying that the actual broadcast, the actual information, possibly went out and then was part of a grand conspiracy to mislead people and to possibly
and that the broadcast was
a real death.
Were they saying that the broadcast was interrupted?
Yes.
The station went off the air or something?
Yes, that's what they were inferring.
But that's not true. We just heard the opening of the newscast. We have the actual video and audio of the full newscast.
Well, what we're thinking, what might have happened is they did a rebroadcast at the 11 p.m. The WABC live stream of the 11 p.m. broadcast did go down, and they publicly said that on their Twitter feed and everything, that, hey, the live stream is down. Tune into the broadcast side of things. So you could see where that connection could be made. But the original source of this was not at 11 p.m. It was at 6 p.m., as Edward has said.
Now, unlike other alternative news organizations, True News doesn't ambush people. We don't jump out from behind a wall and shove a microphone and camera in somebody's face and do a gotcha thing. We actually act like reporters. So, Edward, you reached out to WABC television in New York and asked them, did you report that Hillary Clinton died? What did they tell you?
Yes, John Stone, the assistant news director, managing editor, and executive producer for that WABC 7 newscast, told me in a statement through email, during a live introduction to a story about the health of Hillary Clinton, Joe Torres inadvertently said death when he meant to say health. It was clear from the context of the story, the reporters, information, and graphics on the screen that Secretary Clinton was alive and recovering.
Now, I'm going to play it again, and I want our audience, I want you to insert the word health where Joe Torres says death, and you'll see it makes sense.
And I'm Joe Torres. We begin with the breaking news about Hillary Clinton's death. Hillary Clinton's doctor has just revealed the presidential candidate has been diagnosed with pneumonia.
There's no story here. He made a mistake. It was maybe a Freudian slip. He said death instead of health. But there's no rumor here. There's no conspiracy theory. There's nothing here. It was a news anchorman made a mistake.
Well, adding fuel to that fire, though, and a couple of other internet rebroadcasters posted a screenshot of a supposed article that appeared on abcnews.com that said that Hillary Clinton had died and was while she was at the hospital. But we have not been able to secure any place anywhere on the internet time machine, nothing that shows an original source for that.
So it's possible that's a hoax.
It's possible that is a hoax, but the image is out there. It's being circulated on Twitter and different places. We have not been able to verify that source from any original source at all.
Did we ask WABC about it?
Yes, no, we actually went to the parent company, ABC News, because that's where the screenshot looked like it originated from. So before we made any accusations, I reached out to ABC News through Twitter and asked, did you publish the title, Hillary Clinton reported to have died under hospital treatment at Montefiore Medical Hospital?
By the way, your tweet itself has gone viral.
Yes.
A London newspaper picked it up, right?
Yes, the Sun UK.
You're famous now, Edward. You're on the front page of the Sun. Your tweet, at least your tweet, is on the front page of the Sun.
I only care about being special to the dad above, you know.
Well, True News is making waves, and we're pursuing truth.
Right. Now, there's a lot of what we would call the alt-right that are pushing this death narrative over the past day or so here, but we try to be something else, right?
Yeah, we just want to be all right.
Yeah, not alt-right, but all right.
It's all right.